Hi, and welcome to The Weekly Show. This week, the big news is, why is Mahinda Mama crying? Did he have to fly commercial? Do they feed him less now that he's out of office? Well, why does any grown man cry? He's crying because his kids. Specifically, Yoshitha Rajapaksa, who has been arrested recently. Now, we'll get into why Yoshitha was arrested, but the bigger issue is Mahinda's response. Now, Mahinda said that, I let other political children off when I was in power. Why can't they let my sons go? Now, that attitude is, I'd say, a parenting fail, but also a national fail. It's kind of the reason his son is in jail now. Yoshitha's not a child. He's 27 years old, which in medical terms is a grown-ass man.
What you doing? Nah, you don't do that. You don't feed me like a kid, man. I'm a grown-ass man.
He's also not above the law. If you're the son of someone or if you're a cop, you're not above the law. The law applies to everybody, theoretically, and hopefully more and more it will. Now, what is Yo-Yo being charged with? He's being charged with fraud in relation to CSN. Now, the fraud is not just that CSN is a crappy, incredibly boring TV station. Otherwise, ITN would be in the dock. What they're charging him with is saying that the millions of dollars used to set up the company was laundered from abroad. Now, in response to these allegations, Yoshitha has adopted the Shaggy defense.
Never admit to a word where she say.
So when people point out that, hey, this is you at the launch event.
It wasn't me.
Telling. Or when they say that, hey, your ex-girlfriend was the head of channel.
It wasn't me.
Or when they point out that, hey, Carlton Sports Network, that's the same name as your family home, Carlton.
It wasn't me.
Now, the one thing that he can't get around and the one thing he's legally liable for is that emails show that he was in operational control of the company, which does make him liable. So now he's on trial and he's innocent until proven guilty like anybody else. Doesn't matter who his father is. And he should be arrested because CSN definitely smelt dodgy. They somehow got rights to broadcast cricket when no one else was bidding, and their CEO was the secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket at the time. There was something definitely dodgy going on, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But what they're prosecuting him for specifically seems to be money laundering in relation to the initial setting up of the company. Now, the biggest problem in the Sri Lankan context is not necessarily the fraud, because hell, like this government's doing it too. The problem is, why would you choose a TV station? That's literally the most visible way you could steal money. You're like broadcasting yourself being corrupt. It's kind of stupid. This government is much smarter. When they steal money, allegedly, they do it through bonds and financial instruments that no one understands. See, if you get a few million for a TV station, you're a criminal. But if you get $1 billion from abroad to put in the central bank, then you're the finance minister. You gotta think big. So maybe that's why Mahinda is crying. His sons could have stolen anything. But like children, they wanted to play with toy cars and go to space and have a TV station. And they did everything in public, and it's quite obvious why they're getting busted. They stole using public money, and now, unfortunately, the public has to spank them.